Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Dorothy, Professional Astrologer. Today I'm going to talk about the new moon in the sign of Cancer. It is all about creating our strong foundations and maintaining emotional balance. So stay with me, I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. You can find me on the web, nhastrologer.com. I do these forecasts every couple of weeks. And the written forecast about what I'm going to tell you is on the website. All right, so I've written the forecast, and now I'm just going to tell you what I think. So we tend to get different information when it comes in at different times. So go read the forecast. The link will be in the little eye up there somewhere. And then listen to what I have to say here too. So, because you're going to get all kinds of great stuff, and I'll try to keep it simple. So, new moon in Cancer on June 23rd. It is at, let me look at my notes, 10:31 p.m. East Coast time. This is about creating our strong foundations and maintaining that emotional balance. And then I say that because when we have a new moon in Cancer, that new moon in Cancer is all about our emotions. It's our home, our family, how we feel secure or insecure, where we're feeling stable, balanced. Are we being fearful? Are we allowing intimacy in our lives? All of these different things is what is brought to our attention. Now, new moons don't have a lot of immediate power because the moon and the sun are in the same position, so it's dark. It's a dark moon, even though it's the new moon. It's dark for the next 48 hours. And so this is where we feel vulnerable, but this is an opportunity for us to address those deep private internal things. Now, we have help with this time because the new moon in Cancer is all about home and family, right? But we also have Mercury in Cancer, Mars in Cancer, the Sun, of course, and the moon are in Cancer, so all of these guys are working together. Mars and Mercury, in a couple of days from this new moon, fill in a cardinal T-square going on with Jupiter and Pluto. So, what does all that mean? You can read this too on my website, remember? What it really comes down to is Mercury in Cancer is out of bounds. It's really far off the ecliptic, and it's screaming along at as fast as it can go in a year. That means we're talking fast. Our emotions, we're processing emotions one after the other after the other. If you're watching too much news or too much stuff going on, your emotions are getting triggered one after the other after the other after the other. This is the Cancer energy that is super strong. Tends to happen this time of year, but Mercury and Mars there is inflating our feelings even more than what is typical. When a planet is out of bounds like Mercury is, it heightens the sensitivity of what the energies are. And again, Mercury is our thinking mind, our brain, our communicating, and the way we move around in our neighborhoods, talking. Cancer is how we feel and all of those emotions that come up around everything I've already said, family, security, home, things like that. So, we're feeling a little insecure there. I've got Mercury in Cancer, out of bounds, just like it is right now at this new moon. And so, this is it. You know, you're looking at Mercury in Cancer out of bounds. Somebody's talking fast, kind of all over the place. I try not to be, I promise. I have this written out so you can read it if you really need to be organized. And I talk with my hands. So, this is that Mercury in Cancer. You're seeing it in person. Now, what we also have with this is we also have Mars is also in Cancer, and it's also out of bounds. Mars is a fiery planet. Cancer is water, so we have this hot stuff and we have this watery stuff. So heat and water creates steam. So this tells me that what we really need to do with this is we really need to see how we can let our emotions come up and out. We can't bottle this. It's like putting a lid on a boiling pot. Eventually it's going to explode, right? Or a teapot, whatever. So eventually it's going to pop. So we need to feel our emotions. So the emotions that come up, feel them to heal them. We all know that saying, if you're in the metaphysical world, you got to feel your emotions to heal your emotions. So allow this to happen. So this is why the new moon in Cancer has got a lot of kick to it, because Mars is there too. He's not a fan of being in this sign. The moon would rather go hug a pillow or a teddy bear and just curl up and just comfort itself. But Mars prefers action. So that means there's anger and there's upset. And so we're going to be really feeling it. So these are the pieces of things that we need to do. We need to address. So address what's coming up for anger, what's coming up for emotions that are just coming from deep within that you're not sure you understand. Look at them and work with it. It's really that simple. And just saying, you know, I'm really feeling angry about this, whatever it is, whatever this is. And sometimes addressing it that way is more than enough to, so it loses its grip on you. So it doesn't have to sit there and fester and fester. Okay? Now, with that T-square that we have going on within a couple of days, you know, Mars and Mercury will square Jupiter and then be opposite Pluto. This is an opportunity for deep transformation if you allow it. But some people will be feeling this energy as a really fighting spirit, a lot of anger, and a lot of blowing up. So if we blow up emotionally, we can create a lot of change that we may not intentionally want to create. So when the emotions come up a little bit at a time, that's why we address it. If you don't, that's fine too. You can have a big blow up if you like, and because if that's your style and that works for you, that you need to get to a point where everything blows up and then you pick up the pieces later, then that's how you're going to do it. And not everybody's going to do that, but some people will. So neither is right or wrong. It's just we all have our own way. So these are the things that are going to go on and are around us during this new moon in Cancer. Depending on how centered you are and how well you handle your own emotions, will depict how this how it will influence you if you allow it to. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. Please come to my website, nhastrologer.com. The written forecast is there. I teach classes. I mentor people who are learning to be astrologers themselves. My expertise is to help you and to bring it all together so you can start doing readings and creating a real cohesive, feeling really cohesive with your astrology studies. So if you're interested, just email me and we'll talk. One person every month gets a free, I pick somebody to get a free 20-minute session with me if you are a new member on my email newsletter list. There's no cost for that, just sign up. Thank you very much, and blessings and namaste.